Look, sometimes you really have to ask yourself the questions that actually matter in life. For example, is there a god? What is the purpose of anything? And why aren't you currently taking a tribe down to the Balkans to invade and settle it and take down those Greeks? See, I was thinking about the last question in particular and I couldn't really come up with a good answer outside of let's just do it. So that is why today we're going to be playing Apotheosis with this man right here. Pathanatos Sota of Brogos of the Skordiskian faith, or Skordiskian people I should say, is leading us to glory. My goal today is of course different from all the other times that we played this. In particular, you know, when we played Athens and Sparta, we were talking about restoring the glory of the Greek city-state. No. We don't even know who that is. We don't even know who Alexander is. What I do know is, today, I will be taking over both Sparta and Athens and leave them as a complete ruin. But to do that, obviously, we need to blob a little. Now, our position isn't the worst. We are in a situation where we are a pretty good military leader and a reaver, and not just that, we actually have 3 claims. But getting these claims, is going to be pretty difficult. Tithanos Bendikos, in my experience from my Athens and Sparta games at the very least, always goes out and about and marries into Egypt, into Asia, and into Macedonia, making it so that taking him down is, yeah, it's not an easy task. Now, what I can say is that I absolutely love the Overseer perk tree right here. This will make it so that whenever I conquer something, we can get control over it quite quickly, which we need, because right now I have just one single county under my direct control. What we also need is this right here. Again, I love it if I don't have to pay as much as normal for Casus Belli, but then we're gonna become a real pillager. This tree is really good, and so far we haven't used it, at least not to its full potential, because you can actually become a naval raider if you have this tree, even if your culture doesn't allow for that. And quite frankly, our culture is cool, but it doesn't allow for everything. You can see that we are malleable invaders, we have headhunting, which, quite frankly, is absolutely amazing. We gain gold from battles and so on, which means gold should never really be an issue, and we have culture blending. So once we reach the Greeks, we should be able to blend pretty quickly. Now, first things first, I think we can probably take down Magia. I have a claim on it, it's pretty cheap, and we might as well, right? This game runs too fast. I just captured him, and he immediately died. So, it did nothing. Unlucky. And then I captured the new person. Very nice. We did it. Alright, there you go. We now have this duchy, but it doesn't do too much to us, for us, because we don't actually get any counties, and we desperately need additional counties. And man, I hate this stuff, okay? Now listen, the big thing that we need right here is actually prestige. So what we're gonna do, and this is very hard as a tribal, don't get me wrong here, especially as a tribal duke, I will go and do a majesty tour in the hope that they will give me a whole lot of majesty. Man, I don't actually know when I've done this last, but it should give me a whole lot of prestige, right? Well, what did I say? That was an insane amount of prestige and renown. Oh, okay, yep. Tribalia. We're not gonna get our claims in there anytime soon, because they are allied to Mega Epirus. Pyrrhus actually took Macedonia, I assume with the aid of Asia and Tribalia. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Oh, but you know what I spy? I spy a whole bunch of very, very weak people that let me snake down southeast. I will conquer every last one of these. See, now you might say, hey, wait a minute, where did all your prestige go? And I understand that concern. It's like, it's just gone, not that much happened. I conquered 2 provinces, you know, big deal. Listen, if any of you play the game differently, by which I mean, do you not just hire virtually infinite battering rams or infinite siege machines? Why aren't you doing that? Because honestly, whenever I actually play for conquest, which we are currently doing, this is the way to go. No other minute-arms is actually ever worth it. This is the best single investment. Man, the way I am playing the game right now is utterly deranged. If we ever are not at war, we're basically missing out on massive money income and on massive prestige income. And I need both to actually keep my economy going, because I am technically running negative. Which makes it so that there's no other way but forward and no other way but blobbing. And it's working perfectly. I am swimming in money. And then put on top of that we are sieging much faster than we order, and all of a sudden, nothing seems like a challenge anymore. And now is the time that we actually go in. We have a really strong ally, specifically, you know, for him just being a random duke, and that makes it so that during this rebellion, I can claim one of my duchies anyway, and it is the biggest one. And once we have that, we will be firmly in the saddle, I think. That is a big addition to our empire. And of course, it wouldn't be CK3 if we didn't get interrupted during it. Singaros the Cruel, you're about to really feel some pain. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Why do I not hold this one? Well, anyway, we did very, very well. And we're getting closer to actually being in the raiding phase of this entire thing. Bruh, we are actually swimming in money. It's insane. And I have become a snake. Alright, I think I am about to create the ugliest kingdom that you will ever see. And I mean ever, okay? I will found a new kingdom. What does that look like? First of all, we got a court. Very nice, very cool, and extremely legal as well, just in case you were wondering whether, you know, the legality of this entire thing. Okay, yeah, it's an actual snake. I formed a snake kingdom. God damn, that's disgusting. Now, what are our next steps? Do I just continue the snake onwards here? Again, I primarily want really a port, right? I do think I could also just... Can I just... Yeah, I could theoretically just take something here, right? Obviously, I don't really want to clash with Epirus. Now that I'm a king, maybe I can even get a marriage? How are you feeling about this? Oh, Epirus, you are... Epirus, I mean, you are such a god, such a gracious god. Which means... Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, just checking, okay? I don't think I want an alliance with him. I think I would rather look into an alliance with, you know, me. Why are they all so happy? Desires an alliance. Oh, they're not that strong at all. Wait a minute, who are the strong guys here? Egypt is doing pretty hot, it seems. They haven't wasted their special soldiers yet. The big question is just, do you... Oh my god. How are they so willing? I'll take it. I'm a friend of Egypt now. Hell yeah. Okay, let's take a look at what else is happening. Thessaly here is blobbing. They have taken Euboea. I am fully aware that they don't normally hold that. Athens is calm. I think Sparta isn't doing much either. Crete hasn't formed, which is interesting. In the last couple of playthroughs, I'm pretty sure that Crete always formed. And of course, we are a snake. And here we come now. We shall be taking our port. Honestly, this guy is... Oh, he has allies. That makes perfect sense. I was about to say, it's a one-county person. How is he as powerful as he is? But he really isn't. Now, the important thing here for me is that, again, the long-term goal is actually to take over Hellas. So I'm gonna go down to Athens, I'm gonna go down to Sparta. Obviously, we're gonna raid. But all that aside, I have to say, this Celtic culture is genuinely actually insane. I don't even think it's the religion at all, because I haven't used any type of human sacrifice. I have exclusively worked with the culture. Headhunting is absolutely mad. Yes, we get less prestige from it, but we have quasi-infinite money. And quasi-infinite money means I can build things up. It means I can hire mercenaries. I think we're just invincible, quite frankly. And so, my friends, we have acquired a port city. And while I could have probably raided, or, you know, I could have just taken one that wasn't adjacent, this snake is beautiful. We have given birth to something in absolute record time. 20 years for me to snake down here. Honestly, it felt so much shorter. I gotta tell you that right now. What we're gonna do now is just gonna go crazy down here, right? I think I'm gonna, like, just visit Athens, visit Sparta, see where we end up. Bruh, and we raid so fast as well. Look at this. I'm, you know, not quite all that deep, but I'm pretty deep into the pillager tree. What am I missing here? More likely to imprison characters. Oh my god. We can make infinite money with this. Unlocks the ability to sell prisoners into slavery, seasoned raiders, hostile county attrition and supply duration, and then pillager. What does that specifically do? Army loot capacity. Oh my god. How old am I? 59? Surely I can live for a while longer, because this is going to be... I'm going to set the entire Greek world on fire. How much do we get? What do we get? I captured Zosarion. What can I do with you? Nothing really. You can stay in prison. We're gonna take you eventually, maybe into slavery. We shall see. And oh my god, every single piece of territory down here is so rich. They're all like in double territory. Normally double digits is fairly rare. You might encounter it in Rome and so on, but normally you get like 9, 10, whatever. Here it's like easy 20. Every single raid. And a raid takes like 1 or 2 weeks. Actually mad. And I have now captured the wife of the king of Sparta. Now sadly, I cannot have multiple wives. I don't think there is a decision. I know there's a decision here to embrace polygamy, but I guess that's something more for Greeks. Doesn't seem to be something for us, which just means, yeah, she'll be going into slavery. Bruh, make these numbers make sense. This is disgusting. That is exactly what this is. And you know what? I'm looking at this now. Obviously, Epirus is absolutely smothering any type of ambition that I could have. But when he dies, they will be splitting. And when they split, we can take them down one by one. But I think the ultimate goal here isn't actually Epirus. It is this guy right here. Vasilevs Antigonos Gonatas of Thessalia. He's fairly weak. He might have many allies, but they're largely internally. And I think I swoop in, I invade that kingdom as soon as we get exalted among men, and then I clean up the entire Greek world and immediately after move on into Epirus. I cannot believe just how much we are wiping the floor with these Greeks. Seriously, this is insanity. I'm thinking about this right now. Give me one moment here, right? If I invade Thessaly, basically the gateway to the Greek world is open to me. Now sure, Epirus still exists, but they're gonna fall apart in due time, and I don't really want to fight him directly because his stats are insane. So I would rather not take Macedonia proper right now. My children can do that, whatever. Yeah, Thessaly it is. Let's absolutely embarrass them. And you know what? I am going to be as disgusting as I humanly can be. And when I say that, what I mean is I'm not even gonna call in my ally. Screw my ally. What we're doing is we're just using, you know, mercenaries. That is all we do. And while we are doing this, oh my god, I have unlocked the sell them into slavery decision 25. Aren't you worth more? You're the queen of Sparta. Ah, okay, but prisoners executing aside, I am back, Greece. The Celts have arrived. Ooh, I don't love that, but don't worry about it. See, I am now down here in Demetrius, but it doesn't give me anything to stop being tribal, so I guess we'll just stay tribal. I mean, I'm fine with that. And here we come. But Delphi. Let's destroy the Greek world once and for all. Get absolutely owned. If I could actually... Okay, just checking. If I could actually capture her, it would have even been better. But that doesn't matter. Let's move on to our secondary goals, and that is, of course, destroying Sparta and destroying Athens. And you know what's actually amazing? Since we are in a position where I can essentially make infinite titles, since I have infinite money, I can just make one vassal extremely happy and then they will just never rebel against me. So that is definitely a very, very successful approach, I would say. Look at that. Yeah, I'll just give you this land. Hey, don't worry about it. You can keep all this stuff. Just don't rebel against me, okay? Now anyway, here we have Strategos Theoklos. He is one of the last bastions that stands between us and the Attica. So let's get him. No, I died. Oh, we were so close to doing it in one life. A rule of 30 years is a rule of 30 years. Listen, I'll take it, but damn, can we finish it as her? Oh, and the most depressing thing right now actually is that I cannot do duchy invasions because she doesn't have the adequate level of fame. And I'm pretty sure I can't create any more titles. I can usurp one, but that won't cut it. You know what? I will be happy if I just claim Athens. I think that's a good start. But either way, we have it now. And now we just need to siege another 9 months. Amazing. Ooh, and I think I'm just gonna capitulate on this. What is this? Just one county? Yeah, you can have it, buddy. Oh, why is he naked? Oh, he's not naked. Okay, it's just his armor. We actually did it. Athens is mine, and that is all that I desired. I'm gonna put my capital there, just to taunt them. Ah, goodbye, Athens. Now, this fella here is the last target, and he's next. I honestly can't wait until they do like more content for the Celts. You know, content, for example, where you can have very specific hybridization, or where you have, for example, specific decisions, or maybe you can even call in further more Celts, right? That would be pretty good. But as it stands, let's just finish them off. Well, and there you have it. Sparta has fallen. And with that, the Greek world is basically reeling. I'm still the queen of the most beautiful kingdom ever created. And I'll leave it right here. I will see you later, alligator.